how are you? And welcome back to another video here on Beatriz's Book Nook. I am finally able to film stuff because oh my god, the last few weeks have been chaotic. I have not been able to actually film stuff to get through like all of the weeks, so I really hope I am finally able to get back on a schedule, and for that I am going to be bringing you the first or another vlog from 8 Books, 8 Friends, and I am so excited because this one is a book that I have been wanting to read for quite some time now, and I heard so many people talk really well about it, and it is Before the Coffee Gets Cold. It's a book that Abbie from Pink Beauty XX, if I'm not wrong, recommended me, but for first let's see actually what she said, and let me introduce Abbie to you.
Hi Beatriz, thank you for including me in your video. I'm super excited. So because we both love The Invisible Life of Addie, another book that I love that gives me the same vibes, the same sort of feels is Before the Coffee Gets Cold, and that was my all-time favourite 2022 book, and I would love to know what you think of it.
I'm so excited. Also, the pressure is on because Addie LaRue is one of my favorite books. So let's see if Before the Coffee Gets Cold compares to Addie. And if it does, oh my, I am in for a ride and for some heartbreak. So let's get into the book. Friends, how are you? I am here to bring you my first update for Before the Coffee Gets Cold. I am on page 64 at the moment, and I have read the first chapter and I have noticed something. So Before the Coffee Gets Cold, it's a story about this coffee where people can travel to the past because of a specific seat in the cafe, and there is some rules, but one of the rules is they have to come back before the coffee gets cold, otherwise there's this punishment, let's call it like that. So the first story, I quite enjoyed it. It's the story of Fumiko, and she is, the first time we get to know her, she's in the coffee shop and she's with her boyfriend, who is in a way breaking up with her because he's going to America to working in a bigger company. And Fumiko does not like that. Fumiko actually does not accept that very well, so she wants to go back to the past to change it, but another rule is that the present won't change, but who said about the future? So this is the first story. Now the second one, I think it's about one of the characters that we meet during Fumiko's story, and it's the daughter, which her name is Yayako, something like that. And this is going to be the second story that we are going to follow. I am actually quite liking this. It's quite a small book. It reads quite fast, quite easily, but what I am liking the most is that although the book is quite small, it's divided in 4 different parts, and each part is a different story. So I'm quite interested so far to know how the different characters will blend into the different stories, because we don't know much about that yet. So I'm quite curious. I want to keep reading. Let's see how it goes, because I have so much stuff to do, but I am excited, and I hope I love this a lot more than what I am actually thinking I will. good morning. I have not updated this vlog in quite some time, but as you just saw, I was making lunch. I forgot to show you the end result, but I made like a couscous chicken and some veggies thing with some vinaigrette. I decided today it would be a fun time to talk a little bit more about Before the Coffee Gets Cold because I am quite enjoying this. I have been slowly making progress in it. I am not sure if I told you here, but I am in a little bit of a burning slash reading slump. So I think that this book is really amazing. I should by now have been read like a bunch of other books, but I am slowly making progress. So I am currently on page 120. I have read 2 full stories. I am on the 3rd one, and I can tell you I am really liking this. I think this is the perfect like cozy book. I would have really enjoyed reading this like in the winter with like a warm cup of hot chocolate and a blanket because this really gives that vibes. I know Abbie cried while reading this. A book making me cry is a little bit harder, but I'm really enjoying this. I can feel all the emotions and the hardships of the different characters. I am really enjoying it. I like how every single character we meet them in the first story, like these 4 stories by itself are in a way connected because we get to know all the characters that they are talking about in the first story. Actually, something that I really like was in the beginning there's like a relationship map where they show like how everyone is connected and who everyone is. I actually really liked it. I am definitely liking it. I don't think to me this is giving me such an emotional impact as Eddie LaRue gave, but I am definitely really much enjoying this better than I enjoyed some books that I've read this year. So I think this will be a 4-star or at least a 4.5, but I am really liking it. I think this is amazing. I cannot wait to read the last 2 stories. This is going to be the last update that I do because I really want like to give you everything you deserve onto Before the Coffee Gets Cold. So I actually am, it's currently Saturday and I finished the book yesterday, which is Before the Coffee Gets Cold, and you saw me, I wrote a review. I actually updated my bullet journal or my reading journal with my rating for the Before the Coffee Gets Cold, but I did not do my talk with you because I felt like I was not in the right moment to talk with you all, but now I am, and I am excited to give you the review, which is basically a sum up of everything that I've said so far and also my final rating. So Before the Coffee Gets Cold, I cannot really tell you what the book is about, but I can tell you this. The book is about this coffee shop, which is called Funicula, something like that. And in this coffee something really strange happens, and this coffee was trending for a while because someone discovered that in a particular seat you can go back in time, which is strange because what type of magic makes that particular seat in that particular coffee shop you able to go back in time, which I really loved. But this book it was a bit of strange to me in the beginning. It's divided in 4 main chapters, so 4 parts, and each part tells you a story of a different set of characters, but in a way they are all interconnected, which was something that I really liked. And I think for me, having such like a very specific and a very cohesive and reoccurrent set of characters, to me that was amazing, because I did not have to be like, oh, who is this, who is that, what is this, what is that. I loved how easy it was to follow all of the characters and all of their stories. I think this book was also very cozy. I really enjoyed it. I think because I did take quite a long time to read it, it took me almost 2 weeks, because I am currently, in a way, getting out of a reading slump, which is fine. It happens. I really was able to, in a way, retrieve and really get into my head what the stories were about, and I really liked it. Every story was different, every character was very different, and in the end I gave this book a 4 stars. It was not a 5-star because all the emotions that I normally get with my 5 stars, this book did not get me, or did not give me, because it's a very cozy book. But I definitely enjoyed it, and I am very excited to read more about this author, especially because there's 3 more books in this collection. So I am very happy, and I really wanna keep going with this series. Actually, I really want to thank Abbie for giving me the push that I needed to read this book, because this book was really sweet and lovely and everything that I enjoyed. And I think this is it. I really like this, and I cannot wait to read the other books in this series. But saying that, friends, that's it. I don't have much more to say. I hope you liked this video, although it was a bit chaotic. I hope if you did like, you give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and if you are not subscribed already, please subscribe. It would mean a lot to me, and I'll see you all in my next video with some more chaos, because my life has been chaos lately. So until then, friends, I hope you have an amazing day, night, or evening, whatever you are in the world, and I'll see you all in my next one. So bye, friends.